Hey everybody, before we get started, I just want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Audimus X and Bobby Meow. Thanks for your support, guys. If you like what we do and want to see us do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to videos early and lots of other goodies. That's patreon.com/StudioOmegaYT. Hello everyone, welcome back to Wanted, our relatively new video series where we talk about new upcoming servants. In case this is your first one of these, just real quick, we'll talk about what we're going to do. The idea is basically we do a high-level overview of kind of, servants that come out usually that are limited or story-locked, so you know whether or not you might want to put in some courts or tickets or whatever, or just give it a pass. Not super deep dive because of this stuff. Other people do that stuff better, I should say. And in general, we're going to cover their actual history, what the, character is based on, any particular points of the character that are relevant to Fate or for FGO. We're going to talk about their mechanical role, and then we're going to talk about how rare they are. It's kind of like a final, let you know if you want to pull that trigger or not. And like I said, if you want to do serious math, go do your own research, check out other people, whatever. And today, we're going to be talking about Shuten-Doji. As promised in the Kentucky video, which was kind of a warm-up for this, we're going to talk about everybody's favorite Drunkoni. Probably. If you have another Drunkoni that's your favorite, let me know in the comments. Anyway, let's jump into history. Shuten-Doji is regarded as one of the three, I think the term is three great calamities, one of three major villainous demonic characters in Japanese folklore, including Tamamo no Mai and Otakemaru, who is a character from Suzuka's backstory. I think he has a character design and everything, but we'll see, whatever. Anyway, the rough version, because there's some, extended and flowery versions of the myth anyways, basically Shuten-Doji is a leader of Oni on Mount Oe, long O, then an E, and lots of people are going missing in the capital of Kyoto. So the famous Omyodo, Abe no Senmei, does a divination, discovers that it's Shuten-Doji behind it, and the emperor orders Minamoto Raiko and his 4 lieutenants to go take care of it, and they do by disguising themselves and getting all the Onis drunk, and then they cut off Shuten-Doji's head, which gets up again and would have bitten Raiko's head off, but they were wearing a 7-layered helmet, and Shuten only got through 6 layers, or something like that. Lots of other stuff like that. Also was sometimes conflated with or seemed to be related to Ibaraki-Doji, who was from a different mountain, Mount Ibuki. That'll come up later when we talk about their relationship to other characters. And there's some other little local legends and stuff. It's also important to note that in the original, Shuten is a male Oni, though if you're concerned about the police, don't worry about that. It's fine. Shuten's a billion years old or something, and also, I'm pretty sure her servant form is not her real shape. It's just what she does to, not deeply terrify you, because I think the actual mythological Shuten-Doji is supposed to be multicolored with 15 eyes, and is 50 feet tall, and has 5 horns. So just saying. In Fate, Shuten's about the same, though it specifically says that a specific origin that Shuten-Doji is born of Yamato no Orochi, who's a real big mythological figure. That's also why she has the dragon trait. She used to play games and go drinking with the young Sakata Kintoki, back when he was just a little super strong baby man on his mountain. She thought this was all fun and games. He thought it was a challenge for his life. Also, she wanted to take his bracelet or something. Everything else is just the same, basically. Just, Shuten's an Oni girl, probably, and the thing with Kintoki, and so on and so forth. And obviously she appears a couple of times and got her big rivalry with Raiko, because Raiko killed her. So if all that stuff about kidnap and wanted drinking, horrible murder didn't entice you, let's talk about Shuten's mechanical, which has been hopefully up on the screen. So you can see, got an okay attack, slightly higher HP stat, which is just, decent-ish. I've seen higher, but whatever. Assassins. Pretty good star gen. Okay-ish star absorb, I think. The star absorb scale gets a little weird sometimes, so I'm not always sure what's a good number off the top of my head. You can see all the other stats right here on the screen. All the traits and stuff. Looking at the card spread, you can clearly tell this is about NP and a little bit of star gen. Got a decent number of quick hits. Got an okay, star generation rate. Only 1 buster card. Really good extra hits. Decent arts card hits. Got an arts NP, so you probably chain that. What's a role really? Lots of people like to call Shuten the debuff queen. Look at that. There's a okay-ish AoE damage modifier in there, but mostly you get reductions to attack, defense, debuff resist, NP damage, crit chance, all that stuff. For 3 turns, real good. And then a possible skill seal for just 1 turn. And Skill C is kind of a debuff. Like I've heard some people argue that it's actually worse for you because that means the enemy can't use skills and then they don't skip their turn. On the other hand, I have met enemies like chimeras or spriggans who like to like stack really nasty double buffs on themselves constantly for either like crit rate or crit strength or like attack and crit up, and they do that like twice and attack you once, and then they do it once and the next turn attack you twice, and it's real nasty. Skill Seal can be okay. And then the overcharge is inflicts poisons for 5 turns, which does decent damage. It's overcharge based, so it's not necessarily dependent on the total NP level, but yeah, you can get real decent damage over time that way. So you get most of your useful debuffs out of one use. And then skill-wise, first skill is Alcoholic Fruit, which is a decent chance to charm all enemies. A bit of a sweep. Obviously, those with debuff resistance will probably skip it, but Also got a decent enemy defense reduction. And then Demonic Magic is a alternate Charisma, which gives you the Charisma effect, and then increases her own NP strength for 3 turns. Pretty decent steroid. Also the fact that it's 3 turns, theoretically, you could pull some spams in there. Pop it the first turn. A couple turns, if you get some decent arts pulls, you can do it again. Just, do more damage. That's okay, especially if you've got a lower AoE type attack. And also remember, assassins have a slight negative damage multiplier. And then lastly, Battle Continuation. It's okay, it lasts for 5 turns. You get decent HP recovery in there. It's not a vital skill, but it'll help you out in a pinch if you can see it coming and you want to just, make sure you last that a little bit longer. Also, this is a fluff skill. Obviously, goes back to the legend where Shuten's head got cut off but kept going for a little bit. Passive skills are some medium-level Presence, Concealment, and Divinity. You can see, basically, you're applying debuffs, you get a little bit of a team buff. You stack on debuffs, which hopefully let you stack on damage. And then, of course, there's that little bit of dot at the end. Now, let's talk about, real quick, how rare Shuten. The answer to that question is fairly rare. She's only got 5 rate-ups, not counting, paids or whatever, which includes this one upcoming, Rashomon, and then there's the rerun, which will happen in about a year. And then in the Shimosa chapter of EOR, she gets a 2nd rate-up. That'll be later that year. And then, finally, another new year on there, she's involved in the Setsubun rate-up, which includes Sakura Kintoki and Reiko as SSRs. So yeah, no, you got a couple chances in there, but this is really your key first one. Obviously, if you're not in a good position now, there's always the next time the event comes up, the rerun, which I think was literally at the same period of time, exactly a year later. So hopefully, not too bad. Anyway, that's it for the stuff in the video. I used to think these would be 5 minutes, but then maybe I guess I talked too much about the lore and history and stuff. Hopefully you people like that sort of thing. Let me know in the comments if you feel do you want me to be less expansive and be shorter, or do you like the more... Speaking of doing stuff, make sure to like this video. If you liked it, make sure to let us know. That keeps it percolating, lets me know you want to see more of these, but you haven't said anything. If you got something to say, answer that question I asked, go ahead and leave those in the comments down below, or hit us up in the community Discord. That link is also in the description. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you can always know when a video is coming out, because you never know, it could be a wanted poster about a really quick server release that's coming up soon. You just need that detail. And lastly, of course, please consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to videos early. You can get access to the audio version of our show, Let's Talk FGO, where we're going to talk more about this sort of thing, or have talked scheduling. And of course, it just really helps us out and lets us do more videos like this. Thanks for your time, everybody. I will see you when the next wanted post, which will probably be Journey to the West. Even though Sensing's not limited, we'll figure it out. Sensing's pseudo-limited, maybe we'll do it. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. And don't forget to check out our actual Let's Talk FGO show. You'd probably be able to click and tap your screen for that right about now.